fortune. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you how much profit can you as a broiler farmer make from raising 100 broiler chicken. So today I came here with my record book, and this is the record book that I normally use for my production cycle. So I have all of my records here. So I'll be sharing with you how much profit I made in one production cycle raising 100 broiler chickens. So guys, you have to follow me through on this one. So let's just go straight to the point, because I do not want to just come here and talk. Let's just go straight to the point. So in today's video, I'll just be sharing with you the numbers. That is, we'll be talking on the profits made only. I won't be talking about my how I raise them. I won't be talking about weekly weight or the likes. So we have all of that here. We have their weight analysis. We have how we tabulate some of those things, but I won't be talking on that here. I'll just have to go straight to the point, and that is the profit aspect. You people, you are only interested in the money aspect. You want to know how much money we make. So but before then, let's talk about the dressed weight first. So this particular production is actually 100 broilers production. So we did just 100 broilers here, and then like I said from my previous videos that I normally slaughter my birds bit by bit. I do not do them once at a time. So from this dress weight now, you realize that anytime I dress my bird, I actually give them the weight. Like the first one here, we have 54.3 kg at exactly 5 weeks and 2 days at 72.1% dressed weight. We have 40.45 at 6 weeks 2 days at 72.5% dressed weight. We have at 6 weeks 4 days, and we have at 7 weeks 2 days. So like I used to say that I used to test my processing at exactly 5 weeks and end it at 6 weeks. And this particular production is even 100 broilers. I'm not supposed to process these birds 4 times. I'm supposed to process them 3 times, because they are just 100 in number. But this particular production, I think we had electricity problem during that period. So I don't want to process so much. I just decided to let me do it bit by bit. If not, for 100 broilers, I'm supposed to end the production at 6 weeks 4 days, because I'm just supposed to process those birds once at a time. And when you look at the second part of it, where we have the chicken part, so we have the neck, we have the head, we have the leg, and we as well have the gizzard. So this is how we process them, and then at the end of the day, we have this calculation: 8.4 for neck, we got 5.2 kg for head, 9.5 for leg, and as well as the gizzard is 4.2 kg. So at the end of the production, we were able to get 209 kg at 73.9% dressed weight. That's approximately 74% dressed weight, which means an average dressed weight of one chicken is 2.09 kg. That's almost 2.1 kg. That's almost 2.1 kg. So that's for the dressed weight. And the next thing you want to move on to now is we want to move on to the sales. How much we actually sold this chicken. Before I now share with you all my expenses, how we actually spent the money. The people I sell to, I have my sales, I have my item, I have price, quantity, and total sales. So the people I sold to, these are people I supplied. As at the time I sold this chicken, 1 kg was supplied at the rate of 4,000 naira per kg. So the first person I supplied, I gave this person 45 kg, which is 180,000 naira. Another person took 25 kg, which is 100k. We have 55 kg, which is 220,000. And for the shop sales, like I said initially, that I also have a physical outlet where I sell my chicken as well. So for the shop sales, we're able to leave 63 kg, because after we supplied the people that demanded, we're left with 63 kg, and this is what we sold at my shop, which we sold it at 4,500 naira per kg. And then the gizzard, I supplied 2 kg for 4,000 naira. Someone demanded for 2 kg, and I sold it for 4,000 naira. And then shop sales, we sold gizzard at 4,500. We sold the head and leg at 2,000, and the neck at 2,500 naira. So the neck we sold 7 kg. But if you see from the reports from the previous page, we actually got like 8.4 kg of neck, which means the remaining 1.4 kg we ate it from our whole hen. So that's that on the sales, and at the end of the day I was able to make like 902,000 naira from 100 broiler chickens. And let's move to the survival rate. For this particular production, we had 0% mortality. So as you can see, survival rate is 100 over 100 times 100, which is 100% survival rate. And then the mortality rate is 0%. So the frozen chicken lost, the one we ate or the one we gifted out, that is 6 kg. So most of the times when we supply this chicken, we used to like scale our chickens at 5 kg per pack. So on each pack we used to like give excess, maybe 5.05 or 5.1 kg. So those 0.5 or those 5.05, those 0.05 or 0.1, by the time we accounted for it, it was like 6 kg, and you know that's like 4,000, that's like 27,000 naira loss on our hen. And the total sales we made was actually 902,000 naira. That is, this is the total number of chickens that were actually sold, and then the average sales per bed is 9,000 naira, and our profit is revenue minus expenses, which is 902 minus 643,450 naira. So on 100 broilers we were able to do 258,550 naira. That is how much we make. So if you look at the expenses, you realize that it's actually 643,450. So some of it might be like, oh, this amount is too much to spend on 100 broilers. But let's just move to our expenses and let's see how we actually did our expenses. But before we go right there, let me just walk you through my key performance metrics. That is the profits per bed. So my profits per bed, we did 258,550, and on 100 broilers, that's like 2,585 naira profits per bed. So we had our return on investment to be 40%. The cost per bed is 6,434, and the sales price per bed is 9,020 naira. And this is the sales of chicken parts. The chickens we sold, gizzard, neck, head and feet, everything amounted to 58,500 naira. Remember that we used to have some losses as well. We eat from what we do as well. So, and that's that on our sales, our selling. Let's move straight to expenses. Now this is what our expenses look like. So the day old chick, as at the time we bought this day old chick, it was selling for 1,430 naira, and that's 143,000. So the transport of transporting those day old chicks from where we got them down to our farm, we spent 3,500 naira. So we got super starter crumble for 24,000 naira. We bought 9 bags. So finisher for 21,600 naira. Like I used to say that I use a professional starter feed and commercial finisher feed. So we got 8 bags for 21,600, and that's like 172,800 naira. And the transport of transporting those feed to my farm is 3,500 naira as well. So we got charcoal for 7,000 naira, 1 bag of charcoal. Medications, we got glucose, super vita, that is multivitamin and CRD mix. And one thing about this medication is that we are not going to use these medications for this one production. This medication, if the glucose lasts me for like 2 cycles, two production cycles, this Atlas super vita it's much in it. It's going to last me for up to like 4 to 5 cycles. And then the CRD mix will last me for like 3 cycles. But even on this production, I calculated this medication on this particular production. Instead of me to like maybe deduct some, that's how it's supposed to be, maybe deduct some fraction, and maybe my next production I will include another fraction from this same medication. But I just like added all the whole amounts to this particular production. And for the vaccines, we gave them both Lasota and Gumboro vaccine. 1.7 for Lasota, we used 2, that is 3.4, and Gumboro 2.1. Oh my goodness! I only did 1 Gumboro vaccination during that particular production. Oh my god! You can imagine that. Oh, that's a very silly mistake. We are supposed to like vaccinate them twice actually. So why did I give them vaccination once? Oh, maybe I medicated them that period. probably. Maybe I medicated them that period. That's why I skipped the vaccination. So, and after that, that is for the production. That's all we spent actually for production. And the next amount of money we spent was mainly for the processing aspect and NEPA. So if you're in Nigeria, you know what NEPA is. NEPA actually means electricity. So this is we spent 5,000 naira on electricity. So we do not live in an environment that uses band. Hey, in fact, the light during this period is very poor. In fact, very poor. So we spent just 5,000 naira on electricity, and the gas for processing we spent 3 kg. We didn't even use that 3 kg. We didn't even finish the 3 kg we got, but we sha bought 3 kg. That was what we budgeted, and we spent 4-5 on it. So workmanship, people that work with us, 7,000 naira. Transport of that chicken, 2-5, and we spent it twice, 1-2, that's 5,000 naira. And for this period, like I said initially, that we are not in an environment where we use band hay, so of course we have to alternate using fuel. And that 7,000, and along the line, because the light wasn't good, so I was contemplating on maybe let's wait, maybe the light will be. It was that period we actually, I think our transformer had fault. So I decided to, like, let me just shift this production forward a bit. So at the end of the day, I ended up buying another 2 bags of feed as a result of that. And you know that 100 chickens, as at that time, I think they should be consuming up to maybe 15 kg per day. Let me check. 100 chickens should be consuming, maybe, as at the time during that production process, they should be consuming up to maybe 18 kg per day. Yes, 18 kg of feed per day. So you can imagine, and one bag is 25 kg, which means those 2 bags, they will only have to consume it for like 2 days, and maybe manage it for 3 days. So that's why I got 2. And after giving them that second bag 7, I realized that, these people are not like they are not going to repair our lights anytime soon. So I had to like use fuel, and then just use my solar system to, like, just use the two together. So I got fuel for 22,000 naira. This is the first one, which is 7,000, and the other one is fuel and oil, which is 15,000 naira. So those two is actually 22,000 naira. And at the end of the day, that's why my costs for the production is actually 643,450 naira. So for those of you that want to like sell live broilers, your production will end where these vaccines end. This is the 2,100 naira. That is where your production will end. So if we are to do the calculation for this now, for those of you that want to like sell live broilers, let's do the calculation first. 143,000 plus 3,500 plus 216,000 plus 172,800 plus 3,500 plus 7,000 plus 1,050 naira plus 4,500 plus 6,000 plus 3,400 plus 2,100. So your production would have been 562,850 naira. That is if you are doing live broilers. Instead of you spending 643,450 naira, you would have spent 562,850 naira. And as you can see, which is still very fair for the price of that day chick. Day chick then was 1,430, which is still quite expensive. So that's that on our production, and we made a total profit of 2,585 naira per bed. If I have not bought fuel, I would have made an additional 22,000 naira in profit on the fuel alone. And that alone, when adding into my profit margin, I would have gotten, let's say, 258,550 plus 22,000 naira. I would have gotten 280,550 naira. That is if I had not bought fuel, and that's roughly 2,800 naira profit margin. Can you see that? And then even if I had decided to like sell those birds as live birds, that is, let's say for example, I do not have the resources to like process my birds into frozen chicken. Like I said initially, that your production will end where the vaccines end, and the production cost for where those vaccines end is 562,850 naira. So Like if I had made this or made this amount, and that means those birds consume how many bags of feed? 9 plus 8 bags, that they consume 17 bags. So when I multiply that by 25 kg, that's for 25 divided by 100. That means one bird consume roughly 4.25 kg. So if I am to 4.25 kg. So let's say for example that their FCR as at that period is actually 1.6. 1.6, that's 2.65. So let's just round it. Let's just give it a round figure of 2.6 kg. So let's imagine when you feed your birds 4.25 kg, at the end of the production, you will end up with 2.6 kg average live weight of those birds. So 2.6 kg times 100 is actually 260 kg. And as at the time these birds were sold, I think 1 kg of live birds they were buying it at 2,700. So if you have 260 kg and you multiply that by 2,700, you will get 702,000 naira. So when you subtract that 562,850 from it, that means the profit margin would be 139,150 naira, which is still very very good. All you just have to do is put those birds there, raise them for 6 weeks, and then sell them. So you won't even go through the stress of slaughtering the birds, processing them, putting them in the freezer, and then freezing them. It is still quite okay. 139,000 naira on 100 birds is still quite okay. But if you want to add value to it, maybe you have the resources to process those birds, you will be making additional money. You'll be making additional 120,000 naira. When you process those birds and sell them, you can even make more. Imagine if I had not bought four, I would have done maybe 280,000 naira in profit. So for those of you that always ask the question that, oh, is it profitable? Because some people will be like, it is not profitable, there is no profit there. And I always wonder, how are you guys doing your production? So if I thought this production is actually on 0% mortality. So if I thought maybe you are just starting and you have mortalities of maybe, let's say for example 5%, definitely your profit margin is going to reduce, but notwithstanding, you still make reasonable amount of profit. So all you just have to do is maybe you try and feed your birds and give them up to 4 kg of feed within that period of 6 weeks. In fact, if you are selling live broilers, just raise them to 6 weeks and sell them off. You don't have to wait till they are 7 weeks or thereabouts. But because I'm processing mine bit by bit, that is why my birds extended their stay to 7 weeks and 2 days. In fact, I start my production from 5 weeks and end it at week 7. So that is how I do it here. So guys, if you are just coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so that you will not miss out when we post new content. If there is any topic you want me to talk on, kindly put that topic in the comment section and I'm going to make a video on that. And I will see you in the next video. See ya.